first stop on my tour was Snow Trails in Mansfield, Ohio. It's located 65 miles north of Columbus and 83 miles south of Cleveland. Looking around the resort, obviously it is a smaller resort. I mean, we're in the Midwest. It's 300 vertical. They have 17 runs, 6 chairlifts, 2 conveyor or magic carpets, as many people will call them. When you walk into this resort, you can first of all tell it is just an old resort. You can tell just by looking at the woodwork, looking around the facilities, that this has been here for a long time. I mean, it was a run-of-the-mill farm.
And we turned the barn into the lodge. First stockholders meeting we had, we cleaned out the stable in the lower part of the barn. That was my initiation as a stockholder. They were all rope tows the first year, and we used a sheep shed for the ski patrol and a pig barn or something for a rope tow lift house. It was an interesting experience to introduce skiing to the Midwest.
I look back from when I started and then from when Dave started the business and look at the way things have changed and the growth we've done. It's pretty amazing. There's so many families come through here and grow up. I feel old times when I see some of these kids coming through at 5 years old and younger, learning to ski. Next thing you know, I see them working in our food service, our rental department, or ski instructors, and I'm like, how did this happen? But we really are emphasizing our beginner stuff. So with that program and then our beginners area, we've got a lot of progressions things going on. We call it our First Timers Hill, which is just more than a snow ramp with a little conveyor going up there, and then they progress to the ramp that's the conveyor that's on the beginner's hill, and then onto the chairlift that's on the beginner's hill. So it's a very good progressional type thing. And trying to make it fun, trying to get the technical stuff out of it. You just go out there with skis on your feet, get used to it, and play around.
These resorts that are doing things like this are really going to make a huge difference in the industry and for the sport and for all of us really that do love this sport. There's something about Snow Trails that makes this place very special, and I can't describe it to you. And I feel like I'm going to run across this as we go through these resorts. You just have to visit. It's a relatively small resort, but what you'll find is there's definitely not a lack of fun at this place.
In Ohio, there's skiing in Ohio. So, well, yeah, there's no mountains. We have 300 vertical again, but a lot of good skiers have come out here.
We have locals that come up and ask us where we're from. We always tell them Ohio, and they don't believe it. And they come out and ski with us, and they have a hard time keeping up.
I've always loved it here. So much fun. It is the most fun I've ever had.
I first came here from New York. I was shocked at the number of good skiers here. There's a lot of really good skiers on this little hill.
Some amazing skiers coming out of the Midwest.
Snow Trails is, I mean, it is amazing. Pulling into the resort, you kind of get this feel of home.
That family feel, we try to invite everybody, make them feel welcome, comfortable when they're here. If it's their first time or their 1,000th time, it doesn't matter.
It's family owned and it's a really big family. I have a bartender that's worked here, this will be his 39th season. So, I mean, there's employees that have been here since the beginning.
And the people here are terrific. So it's like family.
When you come here, you experience it. You get up and you walk away with something and say, wow, that was a neat place. I'd like to go back.